I was calling you to a vote for us to go into closed session.
Okay.
I just need your
Oh,
aye.
oh, I. Oh, I.
Chair votes aye. Motion carries 7-0. Mr. Reagan in the chat stated that he asked when we would reconvene. The
Thank
policy.
you.
Yes, ma'am. The policy states that
My card.
we have 20 minutes to discuss any item that's on the agenda. So within 20 minutes, we should be back. That's the allotted time that we have. So now is the time is now 6:38. So the expectation is that we will be back at 7. Correct. All right. We will see you in a moment. The commission will be meeting tomorrow morning in regards to the Glade project, which is an apartment complex that's due for development. And the board has decided unanimously to support the project. To provide a little context to the project, I will refer to our superintendent to kind of say what he has learned about the project, as well as Attorney Phil Johnson for support. So,
sure. Please. Thank you, President Watry. I'll start and I'll ask Attorney Johnson to jump in if there's any other color commentary she wishes to add to give the public a little more meaning of the benefits of this project. So first of all, many of the community might have been familiar with the similar project a number of years ago that had a bigger capacity and it did not go through. And at this point, it looks like it's going forward. And we've been fortunate enough through working with the EDC committee, as well as tomorrow we'll be having conversations with the Planned Industrial Expansion Authority to talk about this Glade project. The project is a development, apartment dwelling that will have 1, 2, and 3 bedrooms availability. Rent will be at market rates. And this will bring us opportunities in our communities to have alternative housing within our jurisdiction, which will also bring other traffic in terms of capacity between taxes and also utilizing services within our district. The conversations we've had are offering some immediate benefits in terms of some tax revenues for the district and some long-term benefits in terms of tax revenues for the district as well too. But for the most part, it will be an apartment dwelling that'll offer opportunities for our community and people joining the community to start their living within our jurisdiction. And also the beginning of the first phase of the larger project that will have a lot of acres that go beyond our jurisdiction, but also will give us other opportunities to look at getting some benefits from. Attorney Johnson, is there anything else that I missed that you'd want to share?
No, I think that was a great summary.
Thank you.
All right. Moving on to 4.0, future items and future meeting dates. The Board of Education will meet tomorrow, September 17th, 2020 at 6:00 p.m. There is a levy meeting on September 24th, 2020 at 6:15 p.m. And the Board of Education meeting on September 24th, 2020 at 6:30 p.m. as well. You'll notice that this item 5.0 was the closed session that we just came out of. Some community members have asked in regards of the process of this. We started off in open session to let the public know that we will be going into closed session, bringing them a decision in regards to the Glades project. We then voted to go into closed session, had that discussion, and went back into open session to be able to provide more context to what we were discussing, or allow Mr. Obing to convey what the project is and why we're in support of it. I hope this answers some of the questions that were listed in the chat. It falls under Robert's rules, if I'm correct. Ms. Johnson, can you, I guess, more or less concur with me?
It's, yes, the open meetings laws are outlined in the Missouri Revised Statute, chapter 610.021. and they prescribe the circumstances with which a public body can discuss items in closed session. This special meeting was designed to have a conversation about the terms of this agreement, and so that was appropriate for closed session. I did not see the questions in the chat, but the Board of Education regularly meets monthly in closed session and will occasionally have items that come up outside of that normal monthly schedule that require closed session and open session meetings.
I appreciate that. With that being said, it's Wednesday night at 7:45. I would like to adjourn this meeting, and I will see you all tomorrow. Take care.
Move to adjourn.
Yeah.
Move to adjourn.
The 7:45 time. The last item was to adjourn. So at 7:45, I would like to call this open session to adjournment.
There was no public
Comments on here?
Comments?
The only public comment that I had was which was the chat which I referred to from Mr. Reagan.
Okay.
Is there any more public comments?
Yeah, I have one.
There you are. All right, sir. Please let me respond to 2 minutes for us, but go right ahead.
We did.
Yeah, this is Mr. Reagan, and former board member. And I was, and the reason
Put
for
the dog
my,
down.
can you hear?
Yeah.
Oh, okay. The reason for today is that there was supposed to be a public address, where it was supposed to be a public, I guess you guys were supposed to have some type of apology from one of your directors. And as a community member and as a past board member, I know and this is all business, so I don't want nobody to think it's personal. This is all business. This is the Hickman Middle School District, and each of you all as board of directors are supposed to represent the school district in full respect. As a board member, I know that sometimes it gets kind of hard to you want to do things, but sometimes you have to wait. I know that I was personally a board member that a lot of board members didn't like what I would do, and they was out for my head. So at the end of the day, the things that I saw that went on in the city, within the city meeting, was not a good conduct of any board member to have. I don't know, as a board member or as a past board member, that to me is very embarrassing for our district. That is first of all, it is embarrassing towards your board president, your superintendent, and the community, the teachers, and the students of which you guys are supposed to serve. Also, you guys don't never want to show up. That's another thing that's bad. You guys are board of directors. You're supposed to be at every meeting. No matter if you have 10,000 meetings, you're still supposed to be there. Mr. President, I want to apologize to those board members who have been disrespecting you. Vice President, I want to apologize to those ones that have been disrespecting you guys. You guys need to take this as we voted you guys in, and we can vote you guys out.
Thank
and
you.
I just want that to be known, because that was very disrespectful. Not only was it disrespectful, you could have lost a lot of money from
Mr. Reagan.
Yes.
I got you. 2 minutes were up, but I hear you. Your 2 minutes.
And we didn't get that public apology. But that was supposed to be in 5 business days.
Sir,
it wasn't on the
it
wasn't on the district website or nothing.
Sir, as the Board of Education is in the process of addressing said issue, I thank you for your comments.
Well, I will be back on tomorrow for my other.
Okay, that sounds good. But what I'm saying is that I appreciate your comments. The issue in which you're speaking of is being addressed, and we look forward to seeing you tomorrow. With that being said, if there's is there any other additional comments before we adjourn? No? Okay. All right, the time is now 7:49, and I would like to call this meeting to adjournment.